Good morning. It's Monday, February 12th, and that means two things. Given how hagiographic Black History Month can get, I kind of wonder why the lighting industry hasn't really adopted Lewis Latimer as a personage in our history. It's also time for the Lighting Industry News Brief, brought to you by Keystone Technology and their Linta. This is elegant, it's modern, it's versatile, it's an architectural linear pendant. It does up lighting, it does down lighting, it mounts in a dozen different options because it's just got snap lock clasps, and you still get the power select, you still get the color select. It comes with plenty of accessories to make this hang in this easy, because that's KeystoneTech.com. Light made easy, light made versatile, light made for you. Into the news, the Federal Trade Commission will not be changing lighting labels. The lighting facts labeling system will look the same. They might change how it looks on fans, ceiling fans, I should say. Leviton is transitioning Burktech brand. The cabling branding will now merge entirely with Leviton's. The federal government is dumping $5 billion more into the CHIPS Act to support public-private partnerships on semiconductor production. Franklin Energy has bought Snug Home. They're an efficiency provider, and Snug is a software company. John Cullen is entering the U.S. market. That's a lighting designer. He set up shop in Dallas. Most recent trade talks between the Chinese Ministry of Finance and the U.S. Treasury Department are deemed constructive and have many positive signals on tariffs. Crawford, a Sonepar company, is shuffling its regional leadership structure with new people all over the place. Revenue's up 28% at Orion, with good signs on profit and liquidity as well. Outdoor Living Supply has bought The Rock Place. They do a bunch of outdoor hardscaping, including lighting, and they're now expanding into Tennessee. New luxury lighting company is launched. Lusa makes recessed cans. They're now on sale. Momentum is entering the lighting business. They make textiles and wall covering, but now they're adding human-centric lighting products to that. At Surya Roshni's Q3, we have revenues down 6%. A prison electrician has earned a federal award for lighting. Charles D. Treadway II has won the Cubby Dorsey Award for outstanding service for his work at SeaTac. Steelite is moving into Pennsylvania with a new distro center in Lawrence County. Ambi is expanding. They're a marketing agency. They're moving from lighting into basically any other architectural and building product. The CIE is passing out their gold pins. Highest honors go to Luke Schlangen, Tony Bergen, and Naomi Miller. The Lit Design Awards are seeking entries in 90 categories for projects and products. Those are open right now. We have a study on opioid use in the workplace in Canada, and it's found that electrical, lighting, and wire communications pros are at the lowest risk of addiction compared to other construction professionals. Shader Lesko has picked Bridgeline as a partner for e-commerce. Sheila Laurie has won an AEA award. She works at WOW Lighting and Controls for 25 years. Teenage Gazan, a young man who is called the Newton of Gaza, has built wind generators for his tent. That sounds a little more like MacGyver than Newton, but necessity breeds invention everywhere we go. And Nebraska has rejected a law that would have made daylight saving time permanent. In legal briefs, FITE has sued Ledvance. This is their first action on white LED filaments. Current v. Signify's case has been dismissed by the Massachusetts District Court. And Siemens has settled for $1 million in a claim about false claims of energy savings in the Hamtramck Housing Commission case. In rep agency updates, Viscor will be partnering with HLPS. Omnicable has picked Agents West for SoCal. Oliver Marketing will rep Colorbeam in NorCal. Rhodes has merged with Jetty Martin. And Lightspec has bought BR Lighting and Controls. In events, Leducation has expanded its virtual programming options to 2 days, 2 full days of web sessions before the in-person event in New York. The IALD is hosting an upcycling-themed event on the 20th of March. We have a webinar for end-of-life LEDs on the 15th. And we have the IES Street and Area Conference extending their presentation deadline. You now have till the 15th to get that in. In IoT news, Nokia is expanding digital automation of its cloud to the EU. The IoT Breakthrough Award has been presented to Vivint Smart Lighting. And Group Janssen has bought Sumi Smart and Connected Buildings. Janssen is a construction company. In R&D, laser comlinks are transferring 42 petabytes between satellites per day. This is a new IR laser connection between Starlink satellites. Sky Perfect is a proposal from the GSAT to put lasers in orbit to knock orbital debris out of orbit. This would change trajectories and push things out of the way of other things. Case IH is making hay with LiDAR, which is to say they have a self-driving baler. They demoed that at CattleCon Orlando. Dermatologists need better lighting. There is a study showing that they have trouble diagnosing skin conditions on darker skin tones, and they need new exam lighting. Airgel brick, it's a clear building material that saves on lighting and a number of other things through its handy properties. And Gdansk U has published a white paper on better LED for houseplants. You need controls to keep your ornamental plants indoors happy. In darkness-related news, the UK House of Lords Science and Tech Committee has called for action on light pollution from the House of Commons. Alan changes earthworm activity and increases ragweed heat. That's right. Study found two things. Didn't expect that. 40 hertz flickering light promotes sleep in mice. Flinders U has begun a 3-year circadian study, and October 20th to 23rd, you can go to the New Zealand Starlight Conference. Cumbria in the UK has planned a big switch-off for Dark Sky Week. Bernard's New Jersey baseball lawsuit has been dismissed. This was a case where residents were suing a baseball club over light pollution and noise pollution complaints. The Shanghai Astronomy Museum is hosting a dark sky photo exhibition. Toronto, Ontario will be reviewing their lighting rules after a TD Bank building is drawing complaints. Grand Rapids, Michigan, street lighting is drawing complaints for brightness. And Dark Sky New Zealand has partnered with Nomad on a themed makeup palette. There you go. In horticultural news, the Light and Health Research Center has partnered with LRX to explore agricultural lighting controls for their health. Sales down 22% at Scott's Miracle Grow in Q1. A startup called Square Roots is allowing for new tech to build biomass in plants while the lights are still off. And LE Worldwide Partners has partnered with the Beijing Academy of Agriculture and Forestry Science for a new smart farm project. We have Red Sun testing far red LEDs for tiny cucumbers. We have layoffs at Veritas. They are closing their Denver growing facility, while Forefront is expanding with new growing and retail spaces in Illinois. In recommended reading, all this on nailed.org, cannabis is boosting the food industry. The CHIPS Act is treating symptoms, but not the causes. We have Chasing Starlight, we have PACE financing, we have Understanding Directional Lighting, a discussion of IR, saving on copper with low power lighting. We have What's Going On with Reps Right Now, a start focusing on design in your lighting projects, the sun tunnels that helped a big box store turn into a school. We have small exporters in China struggling under current tariff regimes, and relighting a Canadian tire store in Quebec. In local news, we have a serial construction site burglar caught in BC. Los Angeles, California is making moves on copper thieves. Peoria, Arizona is swapping streetlights for LED. We have more sidewalk lighting coming to NYC. Cumberland, Rhode Island is adding lighting to stop signs. El Paso, Texas has been struck by the failed acuity phosphors that turn them purple. We have new bridges funded in Ohio. We have Belmont County Jail adding new lighting and controls. Erie, Pennsylvania is getting funds for road projects. Hannah, Ontario can't start theirs until they get some grants in. Windsor, Ontario is planning solar street lighting on their trails. Centerpoint Energy in Texas is planning new grants. Tucson, Arizona is working on pedestrian safety. The Dallas Zoo is adding more lighting for security reasons. Ashland, Oregon has secured $10 million in USDA energy loans. And Gig Harbor, Washington, their LED street lamps just don't work. In international news, Kanika has donated OLEDs to the Tokyo National Museum. Leicestershire street lights will be dimmed at night after midnight, and Manchester will be dimming 10,000 of their street lights after midnight as well. Hobolight is entering the Korean market. A court has upheld a challenge to Spanish energy sobriety laws, and Patrizia, a private equity group, has bought an 85% stake in Atlantico, a streetlight operator in Italy. In People News, Wes Smith is now the president and CEO at NAED. Omnicable has picked Derek Nicholson for regional manager. We have a big staff shuffle at the US DOE. We have Leviton Canada appointing Marie-France Patinode as a regional sales manager. Leviton has also promoted Jason Destent to their lead national accounts manager. DMC has announced a new chair and board members. That's the Dallas Market Center. Amanda Spence has been appointed to Director of Accessories and Lighting at Curry & Co. Sherilyn Sarufim has been named PSD at IALD. Lynette Schaefer is now the Director of Training at Ledvance. Jill Mungovin has been hired at Light AZ. And Magic Light has added Matthew Curtis as a product manager. And things you can make an LED cube, or you can reverse engineer an IoT air purifier. But until next time, I've been Scott. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Enjoy your week and enjoy the music.
Love comes in many forms, many shapes and sizes. You accept my flaws, you see me through it all. You're not perfect, no, even when it's not easy. It's sadly in my nature to take risks and look for danger. I could never help myself, pretended I was someone else. I couldn't see past my own lies as you stood up to defy hell. You're my ring guitar, steady and faithful. You're my superstar, never unhateful. You're my ring guitar, my sweet ring guitar. My sweet rain guitar. Days come in many molds, many dead ends and many walls. Like the clouds, you're gentle, hold me when I cry and tremble. You're the love and hope didn't always know I needed. You propped up my weak side, I'm glad I never left you behind. I could never help myself, pretended I was someone else. I couldn't see past my own lies as you stood up to defy hell. You're my rain guitar, steady and faithful. You're my superstar, never unhateful. You're my rain guitar, my sweet rain guitar. You're my rain guitar. Everybody should know love like this. You won't melt in the storm. You wait, hate is not your way. You're the best part of my day. You're the best part of my day. You're my rain guitar, steady and faithful. You're my superstar, never unhateful. My rain guitar, my sweet rain guitar. You're my rain guitar, my sweet rain guitar.